TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah. Son. You know what I'm saying? They really speak their truth. The hell was that? You're.
What it do? What the business is? What's good? It's your boy Mel, and we are back in the building again, bringing the barbershop to the box office, baby. TruVue Podcast, and I mean TruVue with the strap and the crew. Let's go on with the show. Woo! I yell over the pause, baby. It's strap season. You know what it means. Black man.
Oh my God,
baby. Let's go.
Wow. I am -X. Thank you guys for joining us. Yeah. I leave it to my guy.
Yeah, we here. Let's get it.
That's right. Once again, thanks again for tuning in. It's the man with the reel on the reels, grown man MJ with the people to be. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Cheers, gentlemen, to a good show. You already know.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Shout out to the misrepresentation in this movie. But what are we getting into today? Well, the Iron Claw. What is that, you might ask? I'll tell you this. The true story of the inseparable Von Erich brothers. Well, they were kind of inseparable. We'll get into it.
Stop. Just read it. Just read it.
The intensely competitive world of professional wrestling. In the early 1980s, through tragedy and triumph, under the shadow of their domineering father and coach, the brothers seek larger than life immortality on the biggest stage in sports entertainment. The Iron Claw. I had to add the entertainment part because they didn't say that back then. They just said in sports. So sports entertainment, yes. But either way,
wow.
This movie plucked at your heartstrings and it gave you something to look at.
Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh.
Well, guys, I really enjoy this movie. I am a wrestling fanatic. I really enjoy the storylines, the families, the legacies, the histories. What the fuck? You know, and I enjoyed this movie. I remember, some of these characters more so than others. I don't understand. I do not understand. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
What you don't get?
This nigga here, man, bro, just chill out. Just chill for a second.
Bro,
just relax.
This is audio.
They can see us on YouTube, nigga. What the fuck you mean, bro? Chill.
We taking over. We taking over the podcast, baby, for life.
Like I just enjoy the realness of this, the characters. I like the dad. The dad character is one of my favorite characters in this.
God damn.
Hey, however you want to look at it, you know what I'm saying.
No, I appreciate the early look at on wrestling that this gave me. Me not necessarily being the fanatic of wrestling. I watched it. I did partake in a good era of it, but I kind of have left it alone. And going back and watching this, it kind of made you fall back in love with that early day of wrestling that you actually grew up watching, where it wasn't acrobatic moves. It was more, more of a move we were seeing here, and it was simple. It was early innovation. You get what I'm saying to the sport. Yeah, they had to really sell it, and the characters were much larger. And everything that I saw in this movie kind of showed me where the blueprint kind of started from. You know what I mean?
To where we at now.
To where we are now, the characters that we have now, the larger than life. Stone Cold Steve Austin's, and what's the Gene dude who do the commentating, all of that type
Mean
of shit.
Mean Gene,
yeah. So all of that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? I really got a lot of the early essence of that from this movie. I appreciate that shit.
No, man, I definitely, when I started watching this, shout out to Zac Efron really capturing that time. Because I was like, what the fuck? Oh, we way back.
Like a partridge, like he was part of the Partridge Family or some shit.
That motherfucker, when he looked like he was auditioning for He-Man, like Masters of the Universe is a remake or some shit. But
for real, like when that's coming out, when that's dropping.
Man. But no, man, to really dive behind that and show the father's failure, pushing that upon the sons and all of that stuff, and really driving this whole goddamn family crazy with chasing a dream for him. They showed too how much work it really is, because we look at it at wrestling and you hear people say it's fake and you hear like all of that rhetoric and whatnot, but you really see the work that they put into. These are professional stuntmen, which anything could go wrong at a split second with the wrong move at the wrong time that wasn't blocked correctly. They could be paralyzed. They can, have things happen to their mental. We saw like it was just to bring that realism to what a lot of spectator fans don't see. I mean, the ones that are really die hard and dive into it, yes, they delve deep into all of the personal people's lives. They know everything that's happening behind the scenes, in front of the scenes and everything. But to show this movie just for the casual fans, I thought this was a very good move, and they did it very well, I thought.
Yeah, they concentrated on the family part of it. You know what I'm saying? Small town, American family, all American type family. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Two parent household, kids going to the Olympics. One's going to be a star wrestler. You know what I'm saying? And then boom. The government gets involved. You know what I'm saying? Detours everything.
Damn.
But I like that part of it because you don't really know about those things that happen to them. You know what I'm saying? We just know the characters and then the end result of their real life personas, the real life person. So I did like that. I liked it a lot.
No,
I even like the I even like the mom in this, like her acting without words. You know what I'm saying? Like very little words, I should say.
Well, too, that was the time. That was the time too.
Yeah.
So a lot more meek.
Time and the state.
Yeah, time and state. But no, to bring up the family aspect, it was cool to see this family legacies played out. There's numerous legacy families within wrestling. You had the Guerreros, you got the Harts. I don't know if they still got people going in what they're doing, what they were doing, but I remember Stu and that.
You had all them Polynesian motherfuckers, them big Samoan motherfuckers. That was
they just a whole clan. That includes the Rock, Roman,
Ricky,
all of them motherfuckers. You said who?
Kane and the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Was they really related? They wasn't really related.
They wasn't.
No,
Kane's the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah, Kane used to be Isaac Yankem DDS. He came in playing
the Jesse Ventura was the wasn't he the governor?
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, showing that legacy though within the families and shit. That shit was. It's like, damn, like people really do this. Like they get together and like, all right, we're gonna get them in. We're gonna do this. But is that really the goal to be the champion, or do you think you can make a name for yourself and be famous without having a strap, right?
Nah, you got to get the strap.
Even in wrestling.
God. Yes, it's the pinnacle. Like you can be successful without being the world champion, There's other subsidiary titles like
Right. I was gonna say
Intercontinental,
you're gonna grab an
US. You know what I'm
intercontinental,
saying?
you're gonna grab a tag
Tag
team,
team.
you're gonna do something. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you got to get a
Yeah.
belt somewhere.
And it's notoriety. You know what I'm saying? It's respect. It was more so towards if they get the NWA championship in his promotion, that's what it was about. In his promotion, then it gets a stamp on his promotion, like the champion of all the territories are coming out of our promotion. So it was a great dream to have. It was a great business model. He wasn't afraid to do what he thought was best for business. When Kevin couldn't grab the microphone and talk, and David could, you know what I'm saying? He was like, David has the look. He's tall. You know what I'm saying? He's blonde. You know, he has the look. He can talk on the microphone. Let's fucking get him out here. You know what I'm saying? He switched it up. And I think that's where the dad made his first mistake. But he kind of had one son prep for it and then took it away from him when he felt like he couldn't do it anymore. But this the motherfucker that kept taking it away. You know what I'm saying? But all because I think he resented him because he wasn't the oldest son.
Now, was this known to wrestling fans that their family had a curse on their name?
I didn't know.
It came out later on. Like I said, you kind of found out a lot of this stuff through conversation and through the magazines. They used to have magazines all the time, like at the grocery store and shit. I used to read the magazines. And there was something about them having some type of curse on their name because it was known knowledge that they had multiple brothers who had committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? It was multiple brothers. Now, as far as what the curse was and where it came from, this, that, and the third, that wasn't common knowledge. It wasn't like, oh, we think they were cursed because of their last name. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. That's not common knowledge. You have to be within the inner circles to know that shit, or them telling us.
No, that's interesting because I know.
Now, did any of Kevin's children go on to wrestle?
I believe.
Now that I'm not. I'm not for sure of.
I know two of them
probably
had to do something with tag teams. I can't recall which ones they were, but they did do tag teams.
So his sons joined as a tag team?
I believe so. Don't quote me on that.
And if they did, that's just how they was too.
But I want to say they didn't go under the Von Erich's name though.
Because he changed their name.
He changed their name.
Yeah, he changed their name. So I know he wanted that Von Erich curse off of his kids.
Do y'all think that can happen? Y'all believe in the first name like that?
No, what I was gonna say was, remember that mantra that he was saying, if we was the strongest, if we was the best, you know what I mean, we would, outlive the curse and we not be affected by the curse and everything. So basically he kind of admitted that he wasn't the best or he wasn't the strongest, or what, by changing the name.
I think that's a good take on it though, because he wasn't the best. His father kind of deemed him he wasn't the best. You know what I'm saying? Right. He wasn't the one that went on to go fight Flair and shit. And go.
That scene they had in the early on when they was at breakfast. He's like, Kerry's my favorite. Then it's Kevin. Then David. Then Michael. But the rankings can change.
And there's room for him. and that's real. And that's real,
bro. I'm just trying to eat my bacon, dog.
He lived. It was all male household, and in the all male household, it's going to be some hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hierarchy in here. I've given you all the ability. I know that some may soar in different areas. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. He had it all mapped out, but then I think he made some questionable decisions in the end. But in the beginning, he did pretty good running the audible. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, David, we're going to put you in here because he was more charismatic. You know what I'm saying? He was. Zac Efron's character didn't really have a personality. You know what I'm saying? Like he was athletic.
Yeah.
But
he was Goldberg.
He couldn't talk on the mic.
No.
Goldberg.
Now, when all the CTE claims came out for football, were the wrestlers included in any of these studies? Were they going back for CTE on these guys? Because you could see it.
Yeah,
these guys were acting
out. Talking about off mic. I think they pitted that on Chris Benoit, who we're not supposed to say the name we don't speak of or something. But they said that was CTE allegedly.
You said that
allegedly. There we go.
Hey, I'm lost. What the fuck is CTE?
Man, don't have me.
It's a head.
It's a head injury, basically, with the brain from
Brain trauma.
What they say football players get from
And they shit
constant, collisions. It causes different, traumas that we see in behavior, I guess is the way to put it.
Oh, that was great.
Where we've seen suicides, we've seen violent crimes and stuff like that from these individuals. And there's basically there's some off with the wiring. TV been slapped too much.
Sips tea.
In layman's terms.
God damn.
One too many to the noggin.
God damn. No, they definitely.
I know they talked about it with boxers. I know they talked about it with the football, but I didn't know if they went over with professional wrestling.
They have, but and again, like I said, these are professional stuntmen. Where you look at those matches that we've seen, where they're doing a no hold bar
and shit,
getting slammed on thumbtacks and barbed wire strap bats and taking to the head and all of this, dog. Like, yeah,
fat ass chains and shit,
dog. They getting wild because I'm guessing, I'm sure it didn't start off like that, but you got to do something to shock your audience more and more and more, and it just keeps elevating and elevating and elevating. Like it,
yeah. We're gonna have somebody pull out a gun out there, damn jockstrap.
It's gonna come there. It's gonna get there.
We already seen the billy clubs and everything else, the 2x4 and everything else. Yeah,
Jim Duggan. Yep. Oh, that motherfucker cracking motherfuckers with a 2x4. Hey man, just don't let Alec Baldwin in that motherfucker, man, because you'll be coming up short on motherfuckers.
Let's not talk about that because they're doing him wrong.
Shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout but shout it,
I mean that shit. They doing him wrong. You know what? I just have to remember I am not in a safe place. This is not a safe place. Nigga, it's not. It wasn't his gun. It was this gun belonged to the staff. It was a prop.
Wait, what are we talking about?
He didn't know. He didn't know it was really loaded. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
Short bus on this.
He ain't supposed to aim at that person.
Oh my god, it's not even a real. He thought it wasn't real. It's a prop gun. Why they got real bullets in a prop gun?
Yeah, but I mean, why you pointing a gun at another person?
You ain't supposed to aim
because I think it's fake. Because I think it's fake.
But you ain't supposed to aim it though. Anyway, all right.
I'll kick it off, man. I
I
know this
sound
was
dumb. Fuck y'all, man. I sound dumb.
Hey, I don't even know what the fuck we talking about, nigga. What? I don't know what y'all talking about.
I sound dumb.
Yo, you all right, dog?
Yeah.
Go and roll up, roll you another joint, right?
I'm good, G.
He said, he said, "Fuck y'all," just like they did us with this Ric Flair impersonation. Because God damn it, dog,
man.
I was very upset about that.
That played Ric Flair.
I don't know who that was, but
he was white.
That shit was awful.
Nah, folks,
terrible.
And I was like, why? Like you couldn't find nobody to play him legitly? At least bring the
terrible.
You don't look like him.
I like a Ryan Gosling version of Ric Flair.
No.
Romeo and Juliet version. That shit was terrible.
Woo. That motherfucker said, "Woo." Yeah,
he couldn't even get the strut right. He couldn't get the strut right.
I was like, oh my god, this is awful. This is god awful. Woo! Like, come on, bro.
Motherfucker was tick Flair. No sauce.
And that kind of really messed my score up.
Ric Flair, shit.
Like for real. That knocked my score down, and them not really homing in on I believe was the more tragic of the deaths because it was the more like noticeably known on TV, the Texas tornado carried by Erich. You know what I'm saying? I thought they could have leaned on that character because I never even knew that this nigga only had 1 foot. I never knew that.
I never knew that either. That shocked the shit out of me, bro.
And that nigga used to do some crazy shit.
His move? Is that the reason for his
he didn't
move?
come up with that finishing move right away. He was trying to run or something, and the leg was coming off, and he was trying to like turn and
Probably
did the circle thing and hit somebody, and they was like, you know what, that shit works.
Yeah,
that shit works. Play with it.
He said, run that.
And
back.
then and then remember I said like I gave about 90% true because he actually got carried by Erich. He actually got kicked out of he got fired from the WWF at that time because of substance abuse. And if you're gonna run with a story, you should have ran with that one. You know what I'm saying? Because they are homed in a little bit more on that one. They just skimmed over the top.
A lot of this shit was surface.
That's what I was gonna say. They kind of just skimmed through all the depths real quick. It seemed like it was like one right after the other. It didn't really.
Well, shit, they left out Chris Von Erich, the youngest one, who committed suicide, and there was apparently there was like a year before Kerry did. So if they would have added that in,
so yeah, that would have made more sense to Kerry's situation. Hell yeah, because it just seemed like he fell off a cliff at one point.
Yeah,
and he had won the belt, hurt his leg, got back into the ring, and was doing straight. And then he was like, "Yo, now I'm not feeling so good about this shit."
Well, go ahead, Mike.
No, that's what he was like, and then it was just like, pow. It was like, yo, this shit is crazy. It was like, but again, it was like one right after the other. It really didn't explain too much of how they really got to that situation, or
it led us to believe it was the dad, right?
Yeah, it led us to believe it was definitely the dad. Well, the way Kevin reacted was definitely
right.
What kind of stuck it home for you.
But then with them missing the youngest brother committing suicide too, that whole heaven sequence is off. Right, because then I'm like, all right, so why would they just delete?
I mean, nigga, not everybody go to heaven, and they said the suicide people don't go to heaven either. So it's all off.
In there, except for one, the one that died. That doesn't make any sense. Then how Kerry make it to heaven?
I'm just saying what they say. I'm
just rebutting what they say. That's why we can't listen to everybody. But the whole heaven sequence don't make any sense because you leaving out a brother. And if you put that brother in, I don't know their reasons why they left him out of the movie. But if you put him in there, it like that whole downfall of it, and it makes it look way more tragic with the being a Von Erich. Like it really hones in on shit. This is a fucking curse. This motherfucker died. This motherfucker killed himself. This motherfucker killed himself behind this motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? Like, this motherfucker got injured and got brain damage. This motherfucker lost a leg. Come on, dog.
So this
only one was the only one to get abroad though.
Yeah, yeah.
But he experienced, bro.
He was emotionally damaged because he just couldn't add up to make his father proud.
He said, did your family teach you how to ask questions or no?
Say that again?
Yeah. She said, yo, did your family teach you how to ask questions or no? I said, no. Damn.
Go for a run. Run that shit off, dog. Do some push-ups. They was oozing machismo. God damn it.
Yeah, I say.
All right, so go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
So David was the first one to go out, right?
That was
on the movie. In the movie, the tall one. So he died. No. I'm just talking about he's the first one to go out. I'm not saying put him in order. So
they had an older brother that died, but David was the first one actually in the movie that died. Yeah,
right.
So correct. So David dies, right? So how do you blame the father for his death?
Because he was pushing him. It was the dream that his father had that he put into his children that gave them the drive to keep going and accomplish things that were kind of out of reach. Every time he came in the room talking about you getting your shot, it was some like you got to do this jump through this hoop, and once you jump through this hoop, you got to crawl through the fire, and walk over the coals and swim with the sharks, and then maybe you can get the championship belt title shot after that. It was always like that.
It always ended it with "Don't let me down," because you let the family.
And it was like, this is supposed to be for our family, son. You know what I'm saying?
I've always wanted that belt in this house.
Yes.
Right. All of that. I'm putting it on y'all. So when this motherfucker's Earl and talking about you need to take a break, he like, nah, I'm just sick and I can get it done. I'm almost there. It's
and he wouldn't have been taking steroids.
Yeah, and he for real on the bullshit.
None of that would have happened if Pops wasn't on it.
Go ahead, defend it.
Better reinforcement for what they were doing, then they probably wouldn't have to go the route they was going. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, don't say that again.
If the father gave a better reinforcement for what they were doing, they probably didn't have to go the route they was going. This motherfucker truly was the first. This nigga was truly first LeVar Ball. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
If you see his boys is in the league right now, injury after injury.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Touché.
And one of them couldn't even make it. You see what I'm saying? And this same situation was going on with his kids. That's what I witnessed.
It's like the father was cursing them for his failures because he couldn't cut it and make it. So he gonna put all that pressure on them damn kids just because you a failure.
Like you took forever to get up, motherfucker. I got slammed on the goddamn concrete.
What the fuck? Like that shit hurt, dog. Did he break something? He broke ribs or something?
Then when the brothers pass, you tell them no crying. Like, how you gonna let them niggas cry, man? Let that shit out.
I mean, you gotta look at. First of all, relax. We gotta look at the time period.
Hurt people.
That's just kind of how it was back. That's just kind of how it was back then. He didn't want them crying in public.
Right though, they don't make it right.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. I sat here and I was quiet.
That's true enough.
I was quiet. All right. So as fathers, right? Talking to the fathers, right? I'm gonna come to you too, Mike. As fathers, fathers and uncles, nigga, as positive male role model, black role models in children's lives. Do you not want them to acquire the things that you did not acquire?
No.
I want them to just be
necessarily.
That's what they feel.
You more so want them to dodge the downfalls that you faced. You more so want them to do that. You don't necessarily want them to. I don't need you know what I'm saying, this nigga to be dunking at 13 or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't care, but you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
I can attest to the question.
I was like, I'm in the spot where I'm just trying not to pass my trauma off onto them.
Yeah, I can attest.
Some people say trauma, some people say drive.
For me, because, at one point I was real heavy on my son about music, and he was very good at it at a young age, and then he just lost interest. And I would, try to, hey, why don't you come in here, do this, do that? And he was like, nah, I'm cool. The whole time, my daughter is the one. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't see it because I was so, on to pushing him to do it. You know what I'm saying? But whole time I have another child that's talented that I wasn't really paying attention to, as she cold at the shit.
Did he ever say why he wasn't interested in it anymore?
No, he still has, glimpses of him having interest here and there, but he's just finding his own way. Like, he's in the fashion real heavy, and he's a crazy he's a crazy hustler, you know what I'm saying, with the reselling shoes and reselling clothes. So I'm like, man, I gotta let him, you know what I'm saying, do his thing.
Find his way, yeah, right.
Yep.
No, but I was asking that because I asked some of my young nephews about, music, and they kind of fell back on. They really not into it no more. They didn't watch so many of their favorites get knocked off or, pass over overdoses type shit. So they like, man, I'm not even, don't give a fuck. Like,
that is my, you know what I'm saying, scary thought of even my children getting into music. And that's really my goal is to, I gotta set this up so if they do choose to go that route, you know what I'm saying, they ain't gotta deal with this crazy ass business and this weird shit.
You feel you on that?
Hyphen, you got any more rebuttal?
No, I'm good, man. I see. I'm just reading the room. It's good. I don't think he's a terrible father. I think he maybe made a fuck up with the younger kid. You know what I'm saying? He had no business in the ring. But them other three, I think he was absolutely right. He's an entrepreneur. It was his business. He understood talent. You know what I'm saying? He understood.
So
he understood. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I let him finish. Let him finish.
Go ahead.
He understood talent. He understood the business. You know what I'm saying? But I do think he was reaching on that last one, and that was the most devastating one. I think Kerry Von Erich did show that he needed some type of structure in his life. You know what I'm saying? He was out here just doing shit. You know, he lost his leg. I don't know what else he would have been doing coming back from the Olympics. You know, he was a natural for the ring. He was an athlete. He made a pivot move. You know what I'm saying? I think it's
Okay.
unfortunate that
No.
his children that his children killed themselves, but I don't think it's fair to place the blame on him for them taking their own
Okay.
lives.
Now you can see how the father's influence affected Michael's life, right? And how it was a negative impact on him, right? You can draw that line pretty clear, right?
Yeah, because he didn't have any business in the ring.
Right. But that same impact and influence was also on David, and it kept him going when he had a torn stomach lining or something like that, and that's why he was coughing up blood in the first place. But he chose not to go get care and kept on with the tour.
Don't want to let my
And,
dad
and
down.
yeah, it's in order not to let the father down because he was chasing the world
He
class,
want
championship
he
belt.
guys. He also wanted that too. He wanted the belt too. I want to be the one to bring the belt home. He also had those
But
same
who
dreams
is
and
he taking
aspirations.
the belt home for?
Why not? He still. It's nothing wrong with a child wanting to please their parent. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying that you have to also take accountability for your role in what your child's decision making is too.
So the X factor and all that, I said that Michael didn't belong in the ring.
Right?
David did, but David did belong in the ring. David
Uh,
was good. He's the one. David is
David
really the one he
David would
took
have
under
been
his.
better as the manager for Kevin, who
David
hyped
is the
up
one that he
who
put
hyped up
under.
the matches, and talked the most shit for him. He would have been better as that.
That
And
now you do understand. Now you
Kerry
do understand
would have been the better
what
tag team partners.
what you're saying is absolutely right, but you have to understand where you are in the wrestling bracket right then and there.
Yeah.
Managers and everything. That was almost a new concept. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody come out with another person and whatnot. That's why it was so foreign when David snatched the mic from Kevin and he was just like, "Bro, you should have just let me talk."
I
You know what I'm
feel you.
saying? Because talking got into the game, and when the dad saw that, he was like, he has the look, he has the talent. You know what I'm saying? He has the athleticism. I'm just gonna mold him a little bit. He's the one that you saw him give him the claw, teach him ripping the phone books and shit, really giving him that grip because he was all in on David. Now, did he have did David have pressure from his dad or his coach? You know, or his manager? Yes, he did. You know what I'm
But
saying?
see,
But
also hold on
ultimately, he
real
didn't
quick.
because David didn't kill it. Because I was keep in mind, David didn't kill himself. He just ran
No, but
himself into the ground.
real quick, you got to also understand that this was the dad's business, so he has a different type of reasoning
It's
for
family business.
why they need to be in the ring and pushing for the belt and all that other shit. He was on some masterpiece shit. How he was pumping out albums week after week on the nigga. You know what I mean? The way he was rolling them motherfuckers in the ring, and so that's why I say he has to also take some kind of accountability for shit. All of his
I'm
sons,
not.
for the most.
I would say for Michael, yes. Kerry went out on his own. He and David just had a real hard work ethic. You know what I'm saying? If he's guilty of anything.
Motherfucker,
Now, as
he
far as them
called
other,
his dad in the middle of the night and said, "Go watch Carrie." The motherfucker tripping. Go watch him.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about
Come
that.
on, man.
Yep.
He
I
gotta
forgot. He
have.
said
He talking about no.
I
Y'all
told
need
you
to
to
work
watch
it
him.
out.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dad, when he
y'all
found
need
us
to
like,
work
no,
it
that's
out.
on
I'm
y'all.
going out
That's
to
on
work.
y'all. Y'all do
Yeah,
this.
I'm going out to work. Yeah, y'all figure it out. He was tripping, dog.
But
He ain't.
the thing that
Yeah,
got me on
bro.
that part, he said, watch him until I get there. He didn't say just stay
Right.
and watch. Like, hey, just
I forgot about that. I forgot about that
until I get
part.
there, bro.
hmm
God damn. Hey, man. Either way, though,
And he
these
shot him with the gun that he bought for him.
man, dog.
That was crazy. Yo, that was crazy. I was like, there's some irony there, bro.
That whole part, I was like, man, this motherfucker acting his ass off because I felt it.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
Now, we just sat and talked about the Pops. Well, I'm with you, Hyphen. He was one of my favorite characters, man. The way that motherfucker was talking. That motherfucker threw an interception and then told him, yo, you the best linebacker. Like, nah, motherfucker, you the worst quarterback. You don't want to throw that ball to Mike the right way, man. You was playing Mike. That's what you was doing.
Shout out, you talking Fritz Von Erich, who was played by Holt McElhaney, whatever.
I ain't even looked at his name.
Holt.
But nah, he wasn't he an Avatar or something too or something?
I believe so.
Oh, is this the general? Right. I think so. Yeah.
No, that's not the general.
No, that's not him.
No, that ain't the general.
Nah, he was straight though.
This ain't the nigga from
and then shout out
the
to
motherfucker from that.
You know what I'm saying, playing Kerry Von Erich. I liked his character too.
Jeremy Allen White. Yeah, he was my crown because that motherfucker. Yeah. I enjoyed seeing his rise, and he made his fall so believable. Especially the limping with the leg and all. Like he played the shit out of that part.
My nigga Lip.
He what?
Lip.
Oh shit. Yeah. Lip, and that's homie from the Bear too. And he won a Emmy for that. So shout out to him, man. Doing this goddamn thing, bro.
Doing this goddamn thing.
Chavo Guerrero Jr. was in his month.
Yeah, what? He played the Sheik. Like that's something I didn't get the chance to talk about neither. They did a good job re-impersonating a lot of the wrestlers except for Ric Flair. Like Harley Race was dope too.
That Ric Flair shit was awful. I was like, come on.
Poor Reblay.
That's who played Rich.
Shout out to Maura Tierney too, who played Doris Von Erich, the mother. I thought she was
dope. She did a great job.
With her control on screen as well.
Nah, that was Aaron Dean Eisenberg that played Ric Flair.
Yeah, he dropped a bomb on screen, not in a good way, just like Oppenheimer. Heisenberg, man, shit, that's some bullshit.
Like just to say what pick up what Mike just said with Maura. She did a good job. Like that scene where she had to wear the same black dress again.
Damn.
Oh man.
Damn, bro. Ooh.
Devastating.
I like the scene at the end when she was like, when he was like, "Yo, what you doing?" And she was like, "Nothing." He's like, "Where's dinner at?" He's like, "You feel like cooking?"
Yeah, I'm painting, motherfucker.
He was in the corner painting and shit. I was like, "This motherfucker cold right here."
Oh shit!
It's a wrap.
I'm gonna give a crown to Zac Efron too, man, because I didn't realize that was him till halfway through the movie. I really thought some 70s motherfucker. I was like, who the fuck is this? So I'm looking at him.
He did dope.
Zach. Is that Zach? That's Zach. No, that ain't Zach. That's the High School Musical motherfucker.
Man.
Like, oh shit.
Zac E-Man Efron.
He did a good job, but it's just something about his facial expressions when he on the goofy shit that I just saw all over this shit when he was trying to be serious. Not knocking, you know what I'm saying, his acting abilities. He has some chops on this, but
yeah.
I don't know, that shit just stuck. You know what I'm saying?
So you clowned him.
I ain't gonna clown him, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna clown him.
The clown gotta go to Ric Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair was my clown, goddamn. I was like, that was awful. That was God fucking
Ric Flair get the clown.
I don't even care to look up the dude's name that played him. Like, it was that bad.
It was terrible.
Motherfucker that played Rick.
I've seen Asians. I've seen Asians playing Ric Flair.
Oh, that makes
better than that guy does.
Awoo! I nature boy. Awoo!
Not where I was.
Oh shit! My bad. I took my bad. That was
that's my fault, man. That's my fault. That was my fault.
Oh man, one thing I did forget to bring up in this. The budget for this movie was $15 million, and so far worldwide they have doubled and then some. They are at, I want to say 36 million, almost 37 million worldwide gross. So motherfuckers are going out to see this movie.
This movie kind of just dropped on me. Did y'all have like any anticipation for it? I wasn't really ready for it. I didn't know.
I've been so disconnected from anything wrestling, but I'm slowly getting back into it. But I'm glad this was brought to the pod. just so we can review this, man. It was definitely done very well. But
you know what, man? These wrestling movies are really awesome, dog. Like every one that I've seen, I can't really think of one that was just terrible that I watched.
Who was you giving the clown, Mike?
My clown, shit. And Loki was going to Michael's character.
So
To Michael Von Erich.
Michael Von Erich, the younger brother.
Yeah, it was low key going to him. Like when that mug after his injury, he kind of, you know, he was a little off, but he wasn't far off from when he started. So it was like it was like, yo,
It was just a little slower.
Damn.
Moved a little slower. Talked a little slower. Like I said, he had no business in the ring.
that mug was like the comic book character that always ate the burgers and shit.
Archie. Jughead. What the fuck?
Jughead.
Jughead. Oh no. So with them doing so well with this movie and it dropping and everything, what do we think the messaging? Like, why would they release this now?
Think about it. Take a second.
Well, look at what's going on with Vince, man. This could be something that helps, you know, re-energize the fandom in wrestling. That could have been partially the reason it was brought out now. I mean, just the timing is kind of weird, I must say, but allegedly. But the messaging of this joint, I don't know, it was just one of them things where you kind of witness a father's struggle that he puts onto his children unbeknownst to them. You know what I'm saying? Like the sins of the father type shit.
Message.
yeah, I have to agree. I know me personally, that's, you know, what I took away from this film. Not pushing, you know what I'm saying, your own dreams and aspirations on your children, you know, and I get that his children show interest, you know, in his dream, but you know what I'm saying, if they got something else going, man, let them do their thing.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yes.
What else did they have going? That I think that's what it is. You keep saying that they had other things. What did they have? What did they have?
The one he
Except for Michael.
music,
Michael had music.
that's
Michael
what
had
I'm
music.
speaking on. That's what I'm speaking on. And two,
So-
I feel that we didn't get enough background. And I didn't get to, you know what I'm saying, really dig into my short bus. I would have liked to see, you know, more of the children's life, you know what I'm saying, or interest to kind of know, you know what I'm saying, what else they had going outside of the wrestling thing.
I think the problem was that was their life.
Drugs.
The father like kind of put that on them. Like I said, he failed at what he set out to do, so he kind of put all of that pressure on the children. It was like, look, y'all got to bring this back to the house. You got to do this family proud. You got to make the name proud, and you know, y'all got to be great at wrestling. Even though
remember he said it even in that one scene. He was like, I wouldn't wish this career on none of y'all.
But he did. It's like that was the thing. He was selling it then. He's still selling it. But yeah, man, I think the messaging was just like, don't let your downfall carry over to your son. Don't pass down your trauma onto the kids. Go ahead, save it, hyphen.
Message.
The sins of
I think that this. I believe that this movie has a lot to do with self-doubt and making sure you have some self-validation, overcoming self-sabotage. You see a lot of that in the Kevin's character. That I believe that once his father did deem him that he wasn't the one, he settled into that role when knowing all along that he was the one. You know, I think if you start to believe in yourself, even when those who are around you once did believe in you and they no longer do, then you have to find it within yourself to continue to move forward. And that you can too break a family curse. And you need to do what you need to do for you and your family. Once you start to have seeds of your own, your family does trump the other family that you came from.
Whoa. So you are agreeing that they were cursed?
I'm agreeing that they believe that they were cursed.
Man, what in the word salad?
It is everyone's favorite game show. Rename that movie.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
So I couldn't get a message after mine. Everybody got a message after theirs. You couldn't just press the button.
He gave you the message before you even talked.
Hey. No. I needed it afterwards, but it's cool. This
He
could be
rolled out the
called.
red carpet, man.
I gave
Hey
you
man.
bro.
Hey. The level of disrespect.
Hey, will you see
It be impeccable.
You say it, please. We can't.
Seth's kiss, my nigga.
I'm gonna need you when you play it. You see the playback because I need it. Y'all talk over it.
Seth kiss.
This should be called "Cursed Be Thy Name."
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
one. Fritz and Frack. God damn it.
Hang in there.
Erich Degenerates.
Y'all okay?
Can you dig it, sucker?
God damn.
The family business, the family hustle,
the game.
I brought you in this world.
Whoa.
Tales of the Father. Trials of the Father.
Trauma of the Father.
This is the Ringling Brothers.
The Making of Gold Dust.
Damn.
That's funny.
Family Matters.
Texas. I was about to say that.
They do it big. God damn it.
Y'all would have said Texas Hold'em shit.
The Grave Diggers.
The first show be live.
The Body Count.
Home on the Range.
Pop Shot.
Off the Top Rope.
Viva La Raza.
Wait, what?
What you say?
Viva La Raza.
Viva La Raza.
Yeah, Daddy.
Not even no Mexicans.
There wasn't even no Mexicans. There wasn't no black people. There wasn't no shit in this one.
The fuck?
What's a wild ass white folks?
Texas Roundup.
Okay. Daddy sings the blues.
Dad gets the Longhorns.
We the People.
Going Von Dutch.
Thought of something like that. I was gonna say like Von Dutch.
Vaughn of the Dead. God damn it.
Yeah,
the origin story of He-Man.
Oh, yeah.
The Last Dragon.
Back on the mat.
Coming to the ring. Life through the ropes.
Table, ladders, and chairs.
TLC.
Oh, yeah, we can run with that. Even though that'll work.
No Flair.
Dad's Dues.
Have a nice day.
No pickup at Daddy Daycare.
You can't see me.
Who's next?
Goldberg. Goddamn. What did you pull up a list of goddamn wrestling trailers?
Yo, what the fuck? Yo.
Going through. I'm like, wait a minute, motherfucker.
Hey, that would tie into the movie though. It's fucked up.
If he would have came out, if you smell,
that
would tie in too. Shit. Oh,
to be the man, shit. You gotta beat the man.
Oh, god damn it! All right, man, let's pick one. Said Dad's Dudes.
Yeah, I say cursed be thy name or Ringling Bros.
Oh, I say Ring Limb Brothers. God damn it, because them broken neck, stomach line, all the motherfuckers was thrown out. Coming out to the ring, tables, ladders, and chairs. Dad's Dudes, Family Matters. I gotta go with Cursed Be Thy Name on this one.
So death do us part.
These niggas wasn't married, nigga.
Only one.
It wasn't no Mexicans in that shit neither.
The Forgotten Son.
Cursed Be Thy Name is my vote.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote Cursed Be Thy Name.
We gone.
All right, man. There you have it. The official TruVue rename for the Iron Claw is Cursed Be Thy Name. And the official TruVue score is...
Find out. 1, 2, 3. 3.
That's right. It's a 3. We're gonna hit them with that fever pitch. Who want to go first?
Yeah, man. This was a decent watch. Definitely piqued my interest in wrestling again. It's been so long. You know what I'm saying? They showed some, great angles of just the fanatic of wrestling. Just the whole, the play on what wrestling is, from the characters to You know what I'm saying? The stunt double moves, you know what I'm saying? Just the whole play, man. And wrestling, you know what I'm saying, was a great era back in the day. I don't know where it's at right now. I know we was discussing it before the show started. Hearing it's just getting a comeback. But I definitely recommend to, you know, people who I know that's tapped in with the wrestling and that's been fans of wrestling. I don't know who these guys were, you know what I'm saying? I never really heard of them, but you know what I'm saying? It was a dope story nevertheless.
If you want to see a movie full of turnbuckles, tumbles, and bumbles, this here movie is for you. If you want to see a movie with a flairless Rick, ain't that a bitch? This here movie is for you. If you want to see a movie where the family becomes death or death becomes them, this here movie is for you. Cursed be thy name. I will watch this movie again, and I will definitely recommend this, man. This has revived my interest in wrestling and what they're doing now. So I would definitely am going to tune in just to see. They might lose me again, but you never know. They might hold me. But yeah, man, it was a good movie. It was a good watch.
If you are a fan of wrestling, you'll like this movie. If you're a fan of wrestling, you will like this movie. If you like a movie that has triumphs, fails, and falls, this would be a very good movie for you to watch. I do recommend this, and I would definitely be rewatching.
Now you see, the only thing constant in life is change. And we must all evolve. All right? But we got to respect the foundation. And what you see here is the foundation and what it takes to be great and create building blocks for others to grow upon. I do really appreciate this film. I don't know if I would rewatch it, but I definitely would recommend it. And I advise you to go check it out. Even if you are not the biggest wrestling fan, I feel like you can come away with a great story and have some attachment to this true life events here. Yeah, do that.
No, that's what's up, man. Y'all let us know if we got this shit right or wrong, man. Y'all head on over there to TruVuePodcast.com. That's TruVue Podcast, TruVue Podcast.com, where you can like, subscribe, share, and comment to help us defeat that all-powerful algorithm that's trying to hold a black pod down. Thank you for riding with us over at the YouTube, man. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications, the subscribe button, the thumbs up, share us with somebody, and leave a comment. Drop in the comments something that you want us to review, because we here at the TruVue Podcast know that it's not just about our review, but the conversation with the crew. So go ahead, drop that in the comments, and we will let the comedy ensue. Make it do its thing. TruVue Podcast. Let's get it. Let's go.
Definitely do everything that Melly Mill just said, guys. Leave a comment. We'll definitely get back to you. Leave us some recommendations. Let us know what you want us to watch.
There you have it. There it go. That'll be the end of the show, man. It's TruVue Podcast, and you know what the hell we always say.
1, 2, 3.
Woo! Styling and profiling, baby. Woo!
Go watch some shit, man.
The Rock says,
Limousine tuxedo wearing. Ooh, let's go talk some shit. Woo!
TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny.